Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this very special call. My name is Sharon Rankin, and I'm zooming in from Nashville, Tennessee. I've been with the Juice Plus Company for 38 years. Actually, in May, I'll celebrate 38 years, and I don't know where 38 years have gone, but I'm just as excited about our mission as I ever have. And we thank you for all of our partners who are joining us tonight. And I do believe we have some guests who are coming in to join us as well. So we welcome our guests and our partners to come in and really delve into a topic that is timely, is quite timely in our culture, in our world today, because people are looking for a way to make extra money. Side gigs are here to stay. There is no question about it. And whether you're looking for a plan B, or maybe you're looking for a plan A, or you're looking for a really cool community to be a part of that's loving, supportive, and caring and nurturing, you have found the right place. And I know anybody that's been within our mission for any length of time would agree with that. The greater mission of the Juice Plus Company, which is now 50 years old, is inspiring healthy living around the world. And we are doing that one person at a time, day after day. And literally tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives have now been touched and changed as a result of our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world, not just in this country, but in 26 other countries. We're a truly global country and company and growing. So tonight, I am delighted to have a dear friend and partner, Debbi Walton, come in and share with you. For those people who know Debbi Walton, you know her passion for fitness and for nutrition. But what I learned last year is that Debbi also had a business major when she was in college. She was into business and finance. So, I mean, oh my goodness, I can't think of anybody better than Debbi Walton to come in and share about the brilliance of our mission of inspiring healthy living. Debbi's a mom, she's a wife, she's a mom, she's got 3 beautiful daughters. And she definitely is a model, a role model in our business. She's a national marketing director, a PMD, and which means if you're new and you don't know what that means, it means you've been very successful in helping a lot of people add Juice Plus to their diets and help partners grow. So Debbi, thank you for joining us tonight and coming in and sharing your passion and your wisdom.
Well, Sharon, you know that there's not many people that I love pairing up with more than you. So you're a dear friend and you've become such a blessing to me and our team, and I really appreciate it. And it is kind of funny that I am almost as passionate about the business behind the product, because how else are we going to get the message out? You know, health is after your soul's health, your physical health is the most important, the most valuable thing you have. And so anything that can help us get the message out, I am all for. And I'm going to do a little screen share. There we go. So most of you do know me for just my true love and understanding. I went back to school 35 years ago because I have some serious disease in my family tree. And though I was in fitness 44 years ago, I knew there had to be more. And I went back to school and learned that the biggest piece of the puzzle to our health is our nourishment. And the biggest piece of our nourishment is in plants. God made the body perfectly designed. The biochemistry matches plant chemistry. And if you haven't watched my Power in the Plant, that's where you'll see my passion. It's on Healthy Living Revolution. And that's where you'll see my passion for this product, because it's just concentrating down the plants. It's a brilliant delivery system for plants. Let's see if I can get this to go to next. And, you know, God said it first, and I think he's probably the smartest guy around. He said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of all the earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed, it shall be food for you." And then Hippocrates, the father of medicine, you know, we've got a lot of doctors doctors going back to this wise philosophy, let food be thy medicine. There is so much we can do to help our bodies age better and heal better. And I've been at this for a really long time. That was about 43 years ago. Frank and I were newly married, and I wanted to be a stockbroker. But when he moved me to this little bitty town, there was no one teaching quality fitness. And I had been teaching in college, and I loved it. I loved getting people healthier. But you know what is so sad is in the 44 years I've been teaching fitness, our nutrition has gone downhill. People are eating less plants. We're eating more junk food, more preserved food, more chemicals than ever before. And so Sharon mentioned that she found out that my college major was business administration, and my favorite class was managerial accounting. I guess I've always been an investigator at heart, and managerial accounting is where you look at business models, hang on to this, and their compensation plans, everything about the business, and make an estimation if they're going to fail or succeed. So remember that, because I want to share with you what I saw. And I just want to ask everybody on tonight, did you eat 9 to 13 different servings? Different fruits and veg. The power is in the color, because the color represents the different combination of thousands of phytonutrients. A multivitamin can't hold a candle to even an apple, much less the 30 and now 36 with what I think is our best product, the omega, 36 raw fruits, vegetables, berries, and oils. And so the CDC just last month said that only 1 in 10 adults is eating enough fruits and veg. And I heard somebody say, and 1 in 10 is exaggerating. Because I think it's really hard. I know all this, and it's hard to get 9 to 13. And that's the minimum, you guys. If you want optimal health, you want to eat even more than that. And so I investigated Juice Plus 18 years ago when my family member, a dear family member, took it for 2.5 months and had such extraordinary anti-inflammation that I was shocked into looking, and I saw that Juice Plus is a real solution, that the company inspects the seeds, the soil, the farms on a regular basis, that the farms have to sign a contract that they will vine ripen and get that super nourished, packed, vine ripened produce into oxygen-free environment within hours of picking. That is not the produce you're getting in the grocery store. The produce we're getting in the grocery store was picked a couple of weeks to years. Do you know that some apples get delivered years later? So, and then the research blew me away. So I don't have a lot of time to focus on the product, but if you have product questions, we can answer all of those. What I want to look at tonight is the incredible, unique business model behind Juice Plus. And remember, that was my favorite class, looking at the business models. And it's a hybrid. It's a combination of the best of different business models, the best of the best. Direct sales. We buy most of our products from the recommendation of 1 or 2 friends. If a girlfriend tells me that she found a shampoo that would be perfect for my hair type, I would probably be curious. But if a second girlfriend said the same thing, I'm probably going on the internet and buying that shampoo, right? So direct sales is super smart. And then network marketing. What is network marketing? It's utilizing independent contractors instead of brick and mortar stores. We're seeing more and more of this. Think Amazon, Well, we were before Amazon, okay? They ship directly. They don't use all these small brick and mortar stores. It saves so much money of the inventory, the trucking, the shipping, the employees, the rent, the utilities. I used to run fitness centers. So many brick and mortar businesses, the majority of them fail in the first 3 years because all of their income is going to just try to cover the overhead. Do you realize that Avon is a network marketing business? It's a one tier. In other words, they use independent contractors, independent distributors to share and educate on their products. Juice Plus can be a one tier. You do not have to share the business and grow other partners, even though I feel like that's a little selfish to not share this business opportunity. But you can get to the top commission level now without ever growing a team. Okay, that's a one tier. And so, let's talk about the elephant in the room with network marketing. What is the problem with it? It's a super smart distribution model. I learned that when I was back in college, that it saved cost, you guys. Years and years ago, I'm talking about when the West was one, they drove horse and carts and brought the produce to you. Then they got mom and pop stores, and then they got Walmart, and then they got network marketing. It's just a different distribution system. So what is the problem? Because yes, there have been losers, there have been abusers, there have been people selling products that were not needed or proven, and there still are some of those today. But you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Have you ever been to a chiropractor that you didn't like? My first chiropractor I went to in college, he walked like a duck. His feet literally turned out and he was all hunched over, and I followed him into the exam room, and he proceeded to tell me, a super fit, about 24-year-old, that if I didn't sign up for his expensive 6-month plan, I would be crippled in about a year. I ran out of that waiting room and actually told the people in the waiting room to beware. But the next week, I found a great chiropractor. It's not. And then, have you ever known any shady lawyers? Any doctors that you would never go back to? But there are great chiropractors, there are great lawyers, there are great doctors, and there are great network marketing companies. It's the integrity of the company and the quality of the product that determines whether you want to be associated or not. So they do take elements of network marketing because we are independent contractors. And you'll see in a minute why I wouldn't have it any other way. Paul Zane Pilzer is a brilliant world-renowned economist, and he said over 20 years ago that the next big thing would be educational distribution in the health and wellness field. I want you to think about what Juice Plus independent contractors do, Juice Plus franchise owners do. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But he said, you want to educate on how to improve health and have a quality product. And so this is what we do, you guys. This is what I've been doing for 44 years. And now every single person that wants their own Juice Plus franchise can connect the client to the education. We know where the doctors are speaking. We are educational facilitators. We know the Zooms, the events, the live events. Thank goodness we're getting back to those now. the great educational videos. We can connect you on a call with someone that can answer all your questions. And our Shred 10 lifestyle, 10 days of throwing out the habits that don't serve you and adding the habits that do, and coaching and community and cheerleaders for those 10 days is changing lives. This is more powerful than any program I have ever seen in my 44 years for really helping people slowly, one step at a time, adopt that healthy lifestyle they've always dreamed of. And it's free for our clients. You guys, what an incredible gift. And again, Paul Zane said, find a product with proven efficacy. That means it's effective. Juice Plus is the only nutritional product in the world published in over 40 medical sports nutrition journals. And it is proven to do more than any other nutritional product in the world, bar none. Bar none. If you're comparing nutritional products, ask for the independent primary research. That means research done on humans with their product. And the companies won't get back to you. But we have all of our research available with a click of your computer. And so when someone asks me, is this a multi-level marketing? I always ask, why do you ask? Because I want to know what they're thinking. Many people are looking, and that's all they know to call it multi-level. And I'll show you in a minute why I call it a franchise. But if you don't like MLMs, I want to explain to you that I would have felt that way too if I didn't know years ago that network marketing just cut out a lot of the middle cost. If I hadn't looked into this, all businesses have their problems. Do you know a business that doesn't have problems? It's not perfect, but it's better. It's better than me working in a 9-to-5 cubicle and asking if I can go on vacation with my family. Okay, it's better. And if you understand, and I totally get why someone wants to know and deserves to know the integrity and track record of the company if they're looking at joining us as a partner. Do you know that Juice Plus sponsors we are the single biggest fundraiser for St. Jude's. We run the annual marathon. Juice Plus gives Tower Gardens to boys and girls clubs, and there is so much more. This company has been around for 50 years. They're not going anywhere. They have a fabulous track record, and the business model is closer to a franchise. You literally are owning your own virtual online franchise that allows you to offer ongoing healthy lifestyle motivation, the best plant concentrates on the planet, and awesome client care. We pride ourselves in taking care of our customers and making sure you're happy and that you have everything you need to live a healthier lifestyle. We really help people live healthier. I don't know of anything more important right now other than sharing the gospel. Okay. We just share that these concentrated fruits, veg, and berries and omegas are helping our family and others so much that I just want to offer you the education and you decide if this is something for you or not. And so franchising, why do people want to do franchises? Because you lock into a already proven system. You get a fabulous website, corporate support and training. And look at what some people are paying for some of the top franchises in America. You couldn't pay me to live with the stress of running these businesses and trying to find employees right now, okay? And making sure the employees are there. And like I said, the brick and mortar and the cost, look at the cost of these. Do you know what a Juice Plus franchise cost? $52 a year. $52 a year. There is no risk. And you, for $52, you are literally buying an international franchise that with a click at the top of your website, you can change the language for any of these countries. I really hope that sinks in. So if you decide or you are already partnered with us, treat your business like it cost you $1 million. Okay. You don't have the stress, but it's worth it, you guys. And then corporate America. Oh my, what I love that they took from corporate America. They, at the top upper levels of leadership, you can opt in for some of the best top 20% best companies in America. We equal their medical insurance, their dental, their vision, their life, long-term disability, chiropractic care, this family tuition reimbursement. Anyone in your family that goes to college full-time, they give a substantial assistance check every semester. I loved getting those 2 checks when I had 2 daughters in college. It was incredible. And then a monthly expense account. I don't know of another home-based business that offers this, you guys. I don't think there is. I've tried to find one. And what this does is it gives your family options that you don't have to be tied to a job that you are tolerating because you need the insurance. And I had a guy that's in healthcare today message me and say he cannot get some of his clients covered, that it is becoming increasingly a bigger problem. You guys understand how valuable this is. So why does it take multiple educational events for some people to understand raw fruits and vegetables concentrated into a capsule? I know it was hard for me to get my head around it. When I first was leaving the multivitamin world, multivitamin is old school. It's too few in nutrients. It's mega dosed. It's throwing our body chemistry off. It is not, multivitamins are no longer recommended by those knowledgeable in the nutritional world, but whole food, whole plants are. So ask for the video that shows how this is made, chopped into a slurry, skin seeds and all, flash dried, put into a capsule or chewable. Okay, get that education. So, and then why is it hard sometimes for people to see how incredible this business is? Well, your cerebellum, okay, is where you get new information. And if you don't have a file folder for that, if you have never heard of fruits and vegetables concentrated into a capsule, it's like, what? Okay, so just keep asking us for the information until you have that file folder as full as you need to make the right decision for your family, you guys. And make sure that your file folder is not, doesn't have the wrong information in it. Okay, because it could. Maybe someone told you, oh, you know, you don't want to get involved in those home-based businesses. What have they looked at? What have they investigated? What do they know? Okay, who are you listening to? Investigate for yourself and make your own decision. And so it might take 3 or 4 videos and getting on the phone with someone and answering all your questions and looking at the research and looking at the business model. But I want to talk to you about the brilliance of residual income. Okay, linear income is how most of Americans get paid. You work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. When I was in fitness training and I had a long list of clients, I had clients that they were waiting for a client to quit, to move away. My clients didn't quit. They loved my fitness training, but they would move away sometimes and I would have another one ready to come in. But if I wanted to take a vacation or that client got sick, I didn't get paid. That's linear income. Okay, you might have 2 vacation weeks a year, but if you try to take more of that in a typical 9 to 5, you won't get paid. Residual income is you are doing a little more work in the beginning to be paid better for less work in the future. Okay, so hang on to this. So we share information, education, and we get clients that want to try Juice Plus. And because if you are doing awesome customer education and really helping them get the habit of taking Juice Plus. Well, I always tell my team, my partners, that the first 4 months are the most important because those people order Juice Plus because they want to put it in their body, but it's a new habit. So if you do awesome customer care in the beginning, I have many customers that I worked a little harder with the first 4-8 months, and they have been taking Juice Plus for 18 years. And every time it ships, I get paid. Every time it ships, I get paid. That's residual income. I can take off for vacation. As a matter of fact, when my daughter got married, I pretty much took a month off and my check stayed the same. Okay, so that is what you want to build for. That is a smart way to work, is building for the future. And most people do believe they could make $500 a month in a home-based franchise. I totally saw that with our compensation plan. I'm not going into the compensation plan. We don't have time for that, but we can do that with you individually and show you where you can make about $500 a month. When I looked at the compensation plan, I told my husband, if the Lord's willing, I think I just found the way to make $1,200 a month to pay for our upcoming daughter's college tuition. I told him, I'm going to share this with everybody I know and love. So I'm going to become a partner because I'm that smart. Okay. I'm not going to just share it, for free. I'm going to utilize the partnership so I can change more lives. So would you be willing to pay $52 a year? That's not a risk. And make enough to pay for your own family's product or get $500 more a month. $500 could change a life. And it is so needed in such a time as this. We are in a crazy time, you guys. 30% high inflation. When we went to Costco recently, I had been telling my husband that the prices had really gone up. And he went with me and he was like, what? We checked out for, I think it was $500. When in the past it would have been $350. Okay. Inflation has really gone up. And what I told him is, it breaks my heart for the people that are having to put things back because they don't have that extra $500 a month or more. And you guys, it's not going away anytime soon. So to help people make that secondary extra income, this broke my heart. And I have been trying to find this woman. I took a screenshot of her, not for this presentation, to try to find her because she lives in Nevada and she said her rent has gone up so much she's going to have to move. And this is happening in Middle Tennessee. The rent is skyrocketing and families are losing their homes, and $500 a month would keep them in their home, you guys. And then, have you seen this? I've seen this. Produce is getting skimpy. It has a lot to do with the labor shortage, but it's also the quality is suffering because think about it. If it used to take 2 weeks and it's stuck to get to us and it's stuck on a truck or a ship, there's no telling how long it's taken to get this produce. We have in 30 years, they're saying we're going to need 60% more food to feed the population. We have an answer for that. The Tower Garden, you purchase from Epcot. This is the highest state-of-the-art way to grow your own produce. And I never thought I'd be a prepper until 2020. And I was so thankful that we had our tower garden now 11 years growing the majority of our own fresh produce, the taste, the quality. It's, you just cannot compare it to what you're getting in the stores, and you're not going to run out if you're growing your own. And so what would $500 do for most people? It could help them survive, you guys. And I think this was a psychology talk, that the uncertainty of life is the greatest stress to American homes right now. And those are bullets, you guys. The daddy bullet got fired. Okay, a little humor, but it's not funny. Okay, seniors are living longer. Social Security is not guaranteed. My husband and I were
Debbie, you're muted or something. Did we lose her?
She's
I'll
frozen.
try. I think her internet went down. Or
Okay.
she's just muted. I'll check.
She's not muted.
It's her internet.
She froze. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to go share some more.
I know.
We'll pray that she comes back. Oh. We will wait for Debbie to come. How many of you are hanging on every word that she is saying and being inspired? For sure. Yes, I would say so. I don't know if you've taken notes like I've taken notes, but definitely it speaks to me that it takes multiple. Okay, here we go. Yes, ma'am. You.
Tell me when I'm on.
You're on speaker. What we're going to do is her power went out, or there was a surge, a power surge. Can you all hear her?
Hey, can y'all hear me? We're almost done.
I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a thumbs up. They can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I wish you could see this, but I asked is that not kind of crazy that it went out when, uncertainty, I was on the uncertainty slide? I don't know. Maybe that's trying to tell us something, you guys. And look, we can still do the business. Where there's a will, there's a way. And so I asked my team what was important to them about this business. And they said that they were their own CEO, that they didn't have to ask permission if they could go to their kids' school functions, if they could go on family vacations, if they could, spend time with the quality of life that we want. They said that they don't have to keep inventory and they don't have to bill, that they just get to do what is so uplifting, to educate and motivate, and that they don't have to work a 9-to-5, that they're not tied to a desk, that they actually, the number one thing was flexibility and the ability to be able to design their own life. And I wish you could see the picture that I was going to show next, because of this franchise, we were able, my husband and I, not only to move back to my home state. He's a preacher and we've been traveling for years, and we got to a point that I said, you don't have to work. You could retire from the pulpit and we could move back to Tennessee. And I have a picture of our beautiful home in Tennessee. And then during COVID, we bought a lake home. And maybe I won't do Zooms from here anymore because I just lost the internet. But it is a place for our family together. And
gather and us to host families and offer it to families that maybe can't afford a vacation. And my husband can do his number one love with evangelism is spend more time with the preachers all over the world. He does a once a week Zoom with mostly African preachers. And I wish I could show you the picture of the kids when he goes over there. It's just, it would fill your heart. And them holding Bibles that they have never owned before. And being able to go to Italy and send with our family a dream come true and create memories. It's not about the money, you guys. Money is a tool. What can you do with it? How can you help others? How can you bless your family? One of our daughters told me, she texted us and said, Mom, we're doing a budget here at Auburn, and I want to thank you and Dad. I'm the only student in the class graduating debt free. That meant everything. And all my girls had safe cars when they went out on their own, not luxury cars, but safe cars. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. So, you know, we can be the change. We can change the things that we don't like. You know, if not you, who? And my last slide that you can't see is the people that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. So my prayer is that you will investigate. If you're not already on Juice Plus, investigate the product. I think you will choose it. If you are looking for a better way to bring income into your family, I hope that you'll get all your questions answered. Thank you, Sharon.
Well, thank you, Debbie. And I can't thank you enough for persevering and calling in. I'm glad I had my phone right beside me for sure. So we just thank you for your passion and for your inspiration and education. And this was recorded, so even with the glitch in it, it is well worth listening to again, and we'll get it out to the leaders for sure. And so thank you, Debbie, and have a fun night. I hope things are well in your world. So
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you all.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a great week. And I'm just going to say that, and I say this to my team all the time, people are praying for an answer for their health concerns. I heard of a horrible condition yesterday in my Sunday school class, and it's all because of a poor immune system. We need to help people's immune systems get stronger. And people, as Debbie said, are living on the edge with 30% inflation these days. An extra $500 could change someone's life. So have a blessed week, everybody. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. We appreciate being in this mission with you together. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.